Manchester City are rattled. Manchester City lose to Brighton after leading 1-0, 2-1 at the Amex Stadium, leaving the title race wide open. The first time ever a Pep Guardiola-led side lose 4 games in a row, as you see. This is a crisis for Manchester City. They started the game well and they played well, but in the second half completely fell apart. And we'll talk about the game and what does it mean for the title race. But before, like the video, hit the like button. Hit the like button, looks like thumbs up, helps the channel massively. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel and check out our live videos. Turn on these notification bells. But Pep Guardiola, Erling Haaland, everyone at the Man City camp look rattled. And it showed by Erling Haaland fighting at the end. I don't know what was he fighting for. Why are you fighting, my friend? It's a football game. But to be honest with you, Pep Guardiola, out of ideas on the side, he put in Bernardo, he put in Kevin De Bruyne. But Brighton were the better team on the day, to be honest. Stats show it. In the second half, Brighton had 6 big chances versus 1 for Manchester City. Manchester City had a couple of chances in the first half. Erling Haaland, yes, brilliant in the goal he scored, but after this, nothing happened from Manchester City. Completely fell apart. They dropped deep. Brighton were so easy, cutting them apart in the second half. Ederson, a save after a save. It was coming. I saw the goals coming from the Brighton team, to be honest. There was no doubt in my mind that Brighton would get something out of this game. It was a draw, but I did not expect Man City to be that fragile in the second half. It's a crisis. No matter what you say, it is a crisis in the second half. Because come on now, Manchester City should not be not in control. 1-0 up, see the game out, but they couldn't. They absolutely couldn't. And that is just, I'm looking at it and I'm like, what are you doing, Pep? Why is your team dropping deep? Why are you letting Brighton do their work? Why are you leaving Brighton to play like this? The sides were open. Mitoma was wide open on that left side. Always open on that left side. And when João Pedro came on, it was so easy for them to cut through them, to cut them apart because it was just simple. It was just very, very simple. And to be honest, this is a crisis. 4 games on the bounce. 2 in the Premier League. Brighton and Bournemouth, of course. Yes, away games, but Man City don't drop points like this. 6 points drop, leaving the door open for Arsenal, who must win now, tomorrow. Must win now. I'm recording this before the Liverpool game, but come on. This was a very, very good game from Brighton and a poor game from Pep Guardiola. He needs to find solutions within. He needs to find solutions within. If you look at the lineup of Manchester City with Simpson, Puzzi, and Kyle Walker and Guardiola as a back 3, Rico Lewis played like a midfielder. It was not enough. There's a lot of players that had stinkers. After Man City went up, Kovacic had a very good game. And then complete in the second half, the midfield was wide open. Not good enough by Manchester City. It's not something. To be honest, I did not expect Man City to fall apart like this. Yes, the result is 2-1 only, but it could have been 3 and 4-1. It could have been more. It could have been more. It opens the door. They can't find a solution without Rodri. They can't find a way around to win games. 1-0 up, Erling Haaland. You're leaving the door open. Kyle Walker had a stinker on that right side against Mitoma and Stupinian. Rico Lewis tried his best, played well in the midfield, but he's not a defender. Rico Lewis is not a defender and he left Guardiola on his own. The Brighton coach, the young coach, out-tacticked Pep, stuck to his game plan even after 1-0 down. That is not good enough from Man City. This can leave the door open for the Liverpool, for Arsenal. Liverpool already are going to play Aston Villa. I don't know what is going to happen in that game. But if Liverpool win, they are 5 points ahead of Man City. Yes, it's too early to say anyone out or anything, but come on now. Manchester City should be doing better than this. Pep Guardiola, there are no solutions in that midfield. There are no solutions. If Kevin De Bruyne back does not solve an issue, he needs to find the solutions within. And I saw in the first half, they would have found the solution, but they didn't. they didn't. They didn't find a solution because Kovacic on his own cannot do it. He cannot do it. You put Rico Lewis next to him, that leaves the right side, that leaves the left side open. Now Matheus Nunes has to defend. In the second half, he put Matheus Nunes and Kovacic when Kevin De Bruyne came on and Bernardo Silva, and it was not enough. It was not enough. This is something that I have not seen ever from a Pep Guardiola side, completely rattled. He didn't have solutions on the sideline. He couldn't tighten the defense. I'm sorry for the kid, Simpson Puzzi, who was today, he looked very good, but come on, the pressure is on him. You're throwing him at the deep end. They have an injury crisis, Man City. We have to speak about it. We have to be honest. But come on, you should be doing better than this. Yes, Brighton are a good team, but Man City should be in control. And you should get Erling Haaland more involved. And where was Phil Foden today again? Where was Phil Foden? He was huffing and puffing around, but again, didn't do anything special today. Ilkay Gundogan completely lost his legs. Savinho, he didn't have a bad game. He had Stupinian on toes, but didn't provide anything special. Again, you go to the line, cross, hit the first man. Matheus Nunes, huffed and puffed. This Man City team, if you look at what is going on, that is not a good look. They need to invest in January. They need a DM. That is not good by Manchester City. And I'm going to repeat this. If this continues, this can be a wide open door in this title race. If we said Arsenal are out, if Arsenal win against Chelsea, they are 2 points behind Man City. That leaves the door open to Liverpool, to Arsenal. And Arsenal, listen, after losing 12 points already, Arsenal, in the first 10 games, the door is still open for a title race. This is going to be an exciting title race. But looking at Manchester City now and looking at the injury crisis they have, nobody gave other teams excuses for injuries. No one gave anybody excuses for injuries. Looking at the injury crisis they have, they have solutions in the middle. They have solutions. I don't know if Ake was fit or Diaz was fit. They might have played. But apparently they didn't get minutes because they were not fit. This Manchester City team are not as strong as before. Not as strong as last season. I know I'm not ruling them out. They can come back in the second half of the season and blah, 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 and all this talk. But that can be too late. Liverpool can be 10 points ahead. That can be too late. Big deal. This loss is It's a crisis. It's absolutely a crisis for Manchester City. And I don't know what Man City fans want to say, but come on. This is unexpected, unpredicted from the beginning of the season. 4 games on the bounce, yes, in different competitions, but he has never lost 4 games. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button before you go. I'll see you guys later in the live.